안녕하세요. 저는 Zach Mason입니다. 오늘은 너무 추워서 농구 공원에서 혼자예요. 그래서 I'm going to shoot a few free throws and answer a few questions about myself and my background, and hopefully it's entertaining. I'm also going to be chasing some NBA legends and their career free throw percentages. So wish me luck. I'm going to need it. So because it's pretty cold out and, this isn't the greatest conditions to be shooting free throws, I'm kind of aiming for about 75%. If I can do 75%, I'll be happy. 80%, I'll be excited, and anything above that would be just outstanding. But, just getting warmed up here, and we'll get started in a couple minutes. But the first question I want to answer is, when did you come to Korea? And the answer to that, I've been here about a year and a half, almost 2 years actually. I came here in February 2023. I was working a job in basketball, which I'll talk about later, but just kind of wanted a new start. Seoul Shijak. So I came to Korea, and I've been loving it here ever since. Well, I wouldn't exactly say that I'm warm, but gonna go ahead and get started anyways. 안녕하세요.
잘 찍혀요?
Just YouTube. 네.
근데 리모컨 컨트롤이 안 돼?
컨트롤 없어요. 예.
그냥 항상 이렇게 해놓고.
괜찮아요.
오디오는 어떻게?
어디?
오디오.
오디오. 마이크폰이 있어요. 네.
비디오는 이렇게 되는데 오디오.
네.
와이어리스로 잘 돼.
네네네, 여기에.
그러니까 이거 잘 돼?
Right, 맞아요. 네.
지금 아메리칸?
네네네, 맞아요.
예.
텍사스.
텍사스.
네.
텍사스 카우보이.
맞아요. Oh yeah, forgot to go get my notepad here, but gonna be tracking how many shots I make. I'm gonna do 11 at a time and just answer some questions periodically about myself. So round one, here we go. Free throw game. Game start. That's a big question. What's my relationship with basketball? What's my background? Well, I started playing basketball about 4 years old in the kids recreation league, and my dad saw me make a behind the back pass and decided that, hey, this is my son's calling right here. So he dropped everything he was doing and just started reading books about the game of basketball. He taught himself everything he could about it, and he ended up becoming, basically my coach for most of my, playing career. He turned me into a pretty good little point guard. I didn't really hit my growth spurt until college, so it was a little late for me to pursue opportunities at the next level after high school. But, after graduating, I immediately got into scouting. I started a website called TexasTop100.com, and I would travel around the state of Texas, basically evaluating the top high school basketball talent, and I would rank the players accordingly. We grew pretty big, had tens of thousands of followers, hundreds of thousands of visitors to our website. But ultimately, I wanted to go in a different direction. I basically shut down the website and started working for the Incarnate Word Cardinals men's basketball team as a graduate assistant. It's a small school, but it's NCAA Division I, and I got some great experience there while I was working on my master's degree, international sports management. After that, I became the chief operating officer at a small international nonprofit in San Antonio called the Basketball Embassy, which basically aimed at building community and empowering young leaders through the game of basketball. I basically went around to poor and underserved neighborhoods and taught basketball and life skills to underprivileged and homeless youth. My office was actually in a homeless shelter. We also worked alongside the U.S. government to plan and facilitate international exchange programs with young basketball players and coaches from around the world, like Uzbekistan and Tunisia and many others. Basketball truly is a universal language, and it easily breaks down those cultural, political, and religious barriers that otherwise separate us as humans. And that's really honestly my favorite thing about the game. I'm still an active board member at the Basketball Embassy, but now that I live in Korea, I'm just kind of doing my own thing and trying to use the game to empower and inspire emerging leaders here in Korea.
You can take one here, you can take one there. Everybody stop and stare. You cannot be my love, dear. Bitch, I'm a ballaholic, yeah, I ball like a cavalier. She from out of state, now she told me she don't like it.
So, next question. Let's talk about my favorite NBA player of all time and my favorite player right now. So, I'll start with my favorite player right now. That's Nikola Jokic. I just love the way he plays. I get so annoyed when people say he's not flashy or, he's not exciting to watch. He's the most exciting player in the NBA to watch, in my opinion. His passing, how is it not flashy when he's doing things behind the back and no look passes? Like, he is so exciting and exhilarating to watch. And he deserves to win MVP again this year. And he really deserved to win it that year that Joel Embiid won it. So he's really the best player of this current generation, the post-LeBron generation. And my favorite player all time, definitely Dwayne Wade. Growing up, I always wanted to be like him, watching him in the finals, before LeBron came to Miami. I was such a huge fan of the way he played, the energy. He had a good mid-range, but just how he finished around the rim, I was always such a fan. I wish I had 1/1000th of his athleticism because he was just such an amazing athlete. So definitely my favorite player all time, D Wade.
We tryna fix it, tryna make it work. Maybe we should stay until we find out. And now we done playing these games. It's been getting hard, we can make it. And now I know we ain't the same, yeah.
What's the biggest cultural difference between Korea and America, or specifically where I'm from, Austin, Texas? Well, in Texas, we pride ourselves in our kindness, how polite we are, putting others before ourselves. It's like Southern manners. Korea, it's more like everybody for themselves. But at the same time, it's a respectful culture. They respect your privacy. Everyone kind of minds their own business. But, of course, in Texas, we're always asking how you're doing. If we see you on the street, opening doors for you. Those kinds of things that show that we care. Here in Korea, it's just like, everybody just kind of does their own thing, and that's fine. Korea is a really awesome country. It's very safe. There's very little crime. It's very clean. So there's lots to love about both America and Korea.
I'm finna take over the world. On the side with the thick bitch, having OL money like Tyler and Earl. If you wanna ride with a nigga, gotta die with a nigga, that day for sure. I'm spinning, sailing around, mess with the Wayne. I'm messing my chain, they might just hit the way. Girl, you one of me. What's the devil in my gang, and you know life ain't cheap. One movement from my fingers, let that trouble eat. Like bone appetit, talking about heaven like I never need. Can't on your heart like ketamine. We tryna fix it, tryna make it work. Maybe we should stay until we find out. And now we done playing these.
Favorite Korean food? That's another tough one to answer. It's kind of boring, but samgyeopsal, 좋아해요. It's just, I like the atmosphere. I like the vibe going out and, with friends and just eating some good pork belly, lots of flavor. And, I definitely love that. And I also like chamchi kimbap and, all the pops, bibimbap, pop. If there's pop, I like it. Oh, that slipped.
She wanna know what I say, why I'm playing. I get plans, did what I said, did what I said, did what I said.
So about halfway there, I think I've made 36 out of 55, and I don't know what percentage that is, but I think I'm a little bit low. Right now, I'm only going to pass Shaq, I think. Maybe Ben Simmons too, but yeah, I keep getting stuck at that 7 number. I think the main thing is just the hands, not to make excuses, but they're a little bit, rigid because of the cold temperatures. So it's hard to get a better feel for them. But, you know, I'm not unhappy with this so far. It is starting to warm up a little bit more. Hopefully I can have a strong finish and maybe I can get up to the 80s. It's not over yet. What is your favorite thing about living in Korea? I love the transportation. The public transportation is amazing. I love taking subways and nice clean buses that show up on time and get you where you need to go pretty fast. And then just walking everywhere. You know, I lost like 10 kilograms when I moved to Korea from America. Just, it's a healthier lifestyle, and I love not having to drive my car around all the time to go anywhere.
She wanna know what I saying, why I'm playing. I get plans, you did what I said, did what I said, yeah, they did what I said. Yeah, what's your name? I ain't gon' kiss, might dismiss. Think I mean the dish. Did what I said. Yeah, they did what I said. Did what I said.
That's not an easy question to answer. I really loved Gangneung, going to the beach there. There's lots of great coffee shops. It was just very peaceful and quiet. I want to get back out there soon. I love also just going to Gyeonggi-do, just the countryside. It's a lot more peaceful. It's nice to get outside of the city. In Seoul, I like Gyeongbokgung Palace is really cool to walk around. I still have not, worn hanbok or anything, but I do like to walk around there. And there's, good restaurants around there too. And then, like the traditional Hanok village in Eunkyung, I really loved going there. It's beautiful scenery, so it's hard to choose just one.
Waiting for all your scars won't fade. What are you waiting for? All of your scars won't fade. Waiting for all of your scars won't fade. What are you waiting for? All of your scars won't fade.
The question I get asked a lot is, what do I think of Korean basketball? And I think it's growing here. I think there's a lot of emerging players who are showing some real promise and talent. You have some athletes in Korea, like just playing here pickup ball. Like there's some kids out here who can jump, who have some good athleticism. But I think the main thing that Korea lacks is the coaching that you see in Europe and America, some places in America at least. And just the skill, the shooting, ball handling, things like that. So I think there's a lot of potential in this country. I think there's a lot of basketball fans here, and that number continues to grow every year. But I think we need a few more, players to make it to the big time, or really any players from Korea. We need a Son Heung-min, the kid from Davidson. I liked him a lot. He's playing in Australia now. I think if he didn't get injured, he would have had a chance to get drafted. And then the kid at Gonzaga right now, the problem with him is that he's playing on the best team in the country, in my opinion. So there's not a lot of, minutes to go around. But he's a talented player. I think if he was playing at a smaller program, he would have, a contributing role and maybe be one of the best players. So hopefully next year he steps into a larger role, and maybe as this year progresses, he can carve out some more minutes in that rotation. But yeah, hopefully Korea can keep producing more and more players, and eventually one of them can get to the NBA and really ramp up the interest in basketball in this country. All right, we're coming up on my first milestone here. 5 more made free throws, and I tie Shaq. I'm at 55, I think, if my math is correct, and I very well could be wrong. But I think if I make 6, I'll pass Shaquille O'Neal.
Lipstick in my car look like a tree inside it, yeah. 5% my tank, can I see inside it, yeah. Panoramic views, I can see outside it, yeah. Customary kit, no, they ain't seen big body, yeah. Customary kit, no, they ain't seen exotics, yeah. Oh, I told her to speak about it and be about it, yeah. Running the road, I'll be bring that demon out, yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Bitch, don't get her way, I just like baby.
I grew up a Knicks fan, New York Knicks. My dad is from the Bronx, New York, so he raised us to be New York Knicks fans. Latrell Sprewell, Marcus Camby, some guys that you probably never heard of in Korea. But really, honestly, I like college basketball more than the NBA. I'm a big Georgetown University fan. It's in Washington, D.C., and Allen Iverson, Patrick Ewing, some of the greats, Jeff Green, DeJuan Summers. I used to watch them, all the time. They've been very bad in the last, 5 years. When Patrick Ewing started coaching, we've struggled, but we got a new head coach this year, and I'm hoping that things turn around. All right, Ben Simmons is up next. I think if I make 6 on this one, I'll pass him. Let's do it.
Smash out, no hand turn up, get that bitch like Gundam. Slide out, not clear, that bitch gon' stun him. Lame man nigga, I was tryna throw shade, but the mean man here gon' stun him. I ain't for the lick from my house, put a dick to the net like a condom. Right left side, I'm heading my way with my nice spine shadow my partner. No, not Eric B, pull up with the bean, that bitch might rock him. Molly me, I feel like Fred and go on the bend on up. Molly my teeth in that lock. Molly me, try to go fry and that bitch on the bend on like who the fuck ever gon' stop me?
Work. I know that's a very simple directive, and it's kind of a tired cliche in English. I don't know if you have a similar expression in Korean, but you get out what you put in, and don't let people tell you just because you're in Korea, you're in Asia, that it's impossible to be a great basketball player. There is a Sun Heung-min out there for basketball. We just need someone to do it, and it could be you. You just have to believe in yourself and put in the work. You don't have to be the most athletic person to be able to be a great basketball player. There's a lot of things that you can do to separate yourself and make yourself more athletic. You can make yourself stronger. You may not be able to get a whole lot faster, but you can work on your vertical. You can work on your core strength and things like that. And the rest of it, shoot. Get all your shots up, practice everything at game speed, like I said, master the fundamentals, and just study the game. Study players who have similar body types as you, who make it to the NBA. It is possible, you just have to believe in yourself even when nobody else will. And that's really what separates the great players from the good players or the average players. Is sometimes no one's going to be cheering for you. And those are the times where you have to be your own cheerleader. So, put in the work, master the fundamentals, and just don't give up. Don't take no for an answer. You have to keep grinding and hustling and believing in yourself. I believe in you if no one else does. Last round here, so pressure's on. I need to make, 6 to pass Russell Westbrook. I need to make 10 to pass Giannis. And I need to make all 11 just to tie Luka Doncic. That would be 74%, which is his career free throw shooting percentage. So it hasn't been a great shooting day, but let's try and finish on top. Let's do this.
Lakers. LA Lakers, boy. LA Leakers.
HS87, we the plug, nigga.
First off, don't bro me if you don't know. Don't do it. Cause I can read through you niggas. Adobe. I'm getting big faces. Ginobili. You getting little faces. Emojis. 23 already feeling like an OG. Reminiscing when I used to be on scooters with my homies. Strapped up, Tony buy Snickers and a Sobe from the liquor store. It's West Coast screaming Team Coke.
Okay, so I double checked my math. I actually still have one more free throw to shoot because I wanted to do 111 free throws. So I still have a chance to pass Giannis. Let's do this. One shot. Let's go! Let's go! Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm not a professional YouTuber. I'm just a guy who loves basketball, loves to study the game, and loves to help young players like you guys. So, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. I'm going to try and make more content like this if you guys enjoy it. If you have any questions or you want me to answer, other Q&As, about the game, about myself, about anything, just leave it in the comments. I would be happy to make a new video based on the things that you guys want. And if you have other tips or things that you want me to talk about, just let me know. I'll be happy to make some videos for you guys. I'm just having fun with this, and I hope you guys have fun with me. So thanks again. Thank you for those who have already subscribed, and then for my future subscribers, welcome to the channel, and I'm very glad to have you here. 들어가세요.